Billions of dollars and resources are spent every year after searching for the possibility of life on another planet. However, researchers are still looking for such a planet as habitable as our Earth, despite utilization of the most advanced technologies. These efforts tell us that perhaps researchers have started believing that our activities in the past century have left a significant impact on our ecosystem which is irreversible. That's why it's essential for us to look for another habitable planet where humans can migrate after hundreds or thousands of years. But are there any possibilities to make our Earth healthy and sustainable again for the next tens of thousands of years? Welcome viewers to SquizInfo. I really appreciate you watching this video. In this video, we will see the adverse effects of carbon on our environment and which countries are proactively working on completely eliminating carbon emission by 2050. After oxygen, the most important element for the human body is carbon. In fact, carbon is considered the backbone of organic molecules, DNA and RNA. When carbon is released in the forms of carbon oxides in the environment, it creates a greenhouse effect, insulating the planet from losing heat to space and raising the surface temperature. Many countries are experiencing some devastating events because of this. Countries like America, Canada, and Australia are experiencing more frequent events of wildfires caused by prolonged drought and warmer temperatures. Floods, cyclones, erratic monsoon patterns, and heat waves affect agriculture and public health in European and Asian countries. Melting glaciers are raising water levels in oceans, which again causes coastal erosion, typhoons, and hurricanes. According to some studies, the Earth is around 4 billion years old. But it wasn't until late 18th century when humans started exploiting fossil fuels to generate electricity and run the vehicles. Harmful gases like carbon oxides, nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides released in the environment are mainly responsible for problems like climate change, air pollution, and environmental degradation. Happening in 1989 in Alaska, the Exxon Valdez oil spill released millions of gallons of crude oil into the ocean, leading to affected marine life, long-term environmental consequences, and carbon emissions. With all these events happening worldwide, it's become essential for us to eliminate such harmful elements from our environment and make it sustainable for the long term. Hey, if you are enjoying this video, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. Liking this video and clicking the notification bell would be greatly appreciated. Let's continue with our topic. Is it possible to undo the impacts of global warming? Well, according to some, it's not. Regardless of the outcome, it remains our collective duty to work towards enhancing the situation. Let's brainstorm some possible actions. As you can see from this graph, the major portion of carbon emission comes from the energy sector. When coal is used to produce energy for industries and residential buildings, greenhouse gases are produced by the combustion of fossil fuels. Avoiding the use of coal and relying more on renewable resources to produce electricity and using electric vehicles will reduce carbon emission to a great extent. Costa Rica and Uruguay produce 98% of its electricity from renewable sources. Sweden has already been producing 50% of its electricity from renewable sources and targets to achieve 100% by 2040. Continuously increasing electricity generation won't be very effective unless the devices that consume electricity become more efficient. Insulated homes with smart and efficient heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system would demand less energy for temperature control, consuming the optimum electricity. If that idea sounds appealing, consider the possibility of equipping every house and building with solar panels on their roofs or walls. With this, the electricity demand will drop significantly low. Cities and countries having more sunny days throughout the year would benefit the most in this case. The capacity of water treatment plants in cities experiencing more frequent rainfall could be significantly reduced if each house and building had its own water storage tank for conserving rainwater. This decentralized approach not only reduces the burden on centralized treatment facilities but also promotes sustainability and resilience in water management at the local level. Friends, like I said before, many countries have already started working on this issue. But when all the nations get together and implement such measures at the same time, we will see some amazing results. Let's take an example of China, which is leading the race of having the highest number of electric vehicles on the road. France has just banned single-use plastic items like straws, cutlery, and plates to reduce plastic usage and associated carbon emission from plastic production and disposal. More than 30 countries have already implemented the carbon trading scheme, forcing industries to limit their allowed emission. An organization exceeding the allowance can trade with other companies, giving them credits. Climate change stands as humanity's foremost adversary, and even the smallest effort can contribute to restoring our planet to a green and sustainable state. The action we take today will safeguard the well-being of future generations. Sharing this video will be your contribution towards achieving net zero carbon emission by 2050. Please remember, our planet, our responsibility. See you in the next video. Until then, stay healthy and keep learning.